Okay, 30 goes into 60 2 times, 60 goes into 90 3 times, 60 goes into 90 once. The markers are cold, you guys, that the ink is coming out really light. All right, so where is my scale factor? It is right here. Your scale factor is always the leg, or the side rather, with 2 measurements. This is a variable, that's a variable. This is what we're gonna solve for. Okay, so my scale factor is always a ratio of nu over reference. Sorry. Okay, so what is 5 rad 5 over rad 3? All right, if you know how to go through that, thank you. Oh, no, not here. No, they're not in here. They're probably Van Duyn.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Van Duyn?
Yeah, like, because he used to be in this room, so I don't know if he's T103.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
yeah.
he's back in his little class.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, look. If you don't know how to clean this up, that's okay. You probably haven't done it since the 6th grade. But the calculator will do it for you. That's why you guys should know how to work this. All right, fraction. 5 rad 5. I'll do it by hand too, but I'll show you. Click down, rad 3. You are not allowed to have radicals in the denominator's position. It's ugly. It'll never be on a state test. Your teacher will dock you for it. You're only allowed to have real numbers on the bottom, and obviously not 0. And we don't really want fractions or decimals. It has to be an integer denominator. Okay, so if you use a calculator, you will get the equivalent 5 rad 15 over 3. This is your scale factor. Okay, but let's do it by hand. Why did it do that? Why did the calculator know how to simplify it? You are not allowed to have a radical as a denominator. So, how do you make a radical number, a radicand, become an integer? Multiply it by itself. Exactly by itself. Because what's rad 3 times rad 3? Rad 9, right? And what's rad 9? 3. So the way you turn a radical denominator into an integer denominator is just multiply it by itself. Because they're perfect squares. So since it's a perfect square, okay, and so then whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top because you have to keep equity. So 5, this is an integer, this is a radical, so what's rad 5 times rad 3? Rad 15, and so this is why the calculator cleans it up for us. So you're not obligated to do this by hand, but you do have to know how to use the calculator if you don't want to solve it or clean it by hand. That's it. The calculators are amazing. Okay, so now, and by the way, I'll do the long way as well so you guys can see how it looks. So if this is a scale factor, if you want to find y, reference times scale factor, gives me, I'm going to put it down here, 5 rad 15 over 3. So this is the value of y, right? Okay, so what's the value of x? Reference times scale factor. And mind you, what's 2 times 5? 10. So it's going to be 10 rad 5 over 3. And so look, these, well, let me use a different color. Look, 2 is an integer. 5 is an integer. So it's going to become 10 rad 15 over 3. Do not take the 2 and do not multiply it times the 3 as well and give me, oh wait, I didn't mean to put a parenthesis around it. It's a box. Right? Don't go 10 rad 15 over 6. There's only 1 2. Don't multiply the top and the bottom, just the top integer. So y is 5 rad 15 over 3. X is 10 rad 15 over 3. All right, if you solve by statement of proportionality, what would this look like? So it's the same problem. Two rad 3 1. Wow, that looks ugly. All right, so if you take the statement of proportionality, which is right, that test, we're going to retest tomorrow. Oh. Wait, where's blue? What did I do with the blue marker? Oh, here it is. All right, so x over 2, pink, 5 rad 5 over rad 3, y over 1. All right, so how do you solve for x? And then how do you solve for y? All right, and now you're going to cross product property. So this is what the scale factor looks like. It's not cleaned up. It's 5 rad 5 over rad 3, 5 rad 5 over rad 3. Either way, you're going to end up going into the calculator. So on here, you're going to end up having to clean up twice. But the shortcut, you clean up once, you reduce it, so then it's really quick for the next 2 steps. Here, you're going to use your calculator twice probably. Okay, so look. This is what I have. All right, so this is kind of up to you how you want to do it. I need to cross product, right? Multiply. 2 times 5. Okay, you can go straight to a calculator and you can put all of this into the calculator. I'm not going to write it all. Okay, so here's what I mean. 2 times, and then fraction 5 rad 5 over rad 3 equal, and there's my 10 rad 15 over 3. So we'll still get the same answer. The calculator will do it for you. So you can put it all together, but if you want to like go 2 times 5 is 10 rad 5 over rad 3, and if you want to put that in the calculator instead, how much work? Right, if you put that, notice it's 10 rad 5 over 3. How much mental math you want to do, it's up to you, and when you want to utilize a calculator, it's your preference. Okay, so then this one, notice it's a 1. So you just have to throw this into the calculator, and so it's going to give you 5 rad 15 over 3. So look, basically, if this number is a radical, it's going to multiply by the radical on top. So what's rad 5 times rad 3? 15. And then make this number an integer 3. Something just fall. It like zoomed down across the way, so I saw this big black, it looked like a black tarp, but it's just a massive size crow. Oh, so let me turn this off.